Shalom ubracha, Rabbi. I want to share with the Olam something very, very powerful that we could use in our battle against the Yetzer Hara of Shmir Sinayim. This is an incentive that none of us want to give up. There was a man who was on trial for his life, and the chances of being acquitted seemed very slight. The prosecuting attorney, a polished and well-spoken lawyer, presented the state's case, while unfortunately for the defendant, his lawyer only had disorganized and unconvincing arguments. One of the defendant's friends in the courtroom whispered to the fellow next to him. He said, "It looks like it's all over for him." To which the fellow replied, "No, all is not lost. I heard that the defendant managed to hire a brilliant lawyer who never lost a case in his entire career. If he makes it to the trial in time, he may just be saved." As he finished saying those words, the door swung open wide, and in walked a very distinguished-looking man with a bulging briefcase in hand. His appearance caused major commotion. Even the judge stopped the trial to welcome him. "Your Honor," he began, "I have been hired by the defendant to take over his case. I have studied the charges brought against him. I have prepared many arguments that will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that my client is innocent." The judge called a conference, and it was agreed that the counselor would take over the case. A dramatic shift in the direction of the trial took place over the next few days, as the new lawyer amazingly demonstrated evidence and arguments on behalf of his client's innocence. Thanks to him, the defendant was found not guilty. He walked away a free man. Says the Chafetz Chaim, every action that a person does creates a malach who will later on his day of judgment appear before the heavenly court. His averos create prosecuting malachim who demand the ultimate penalty, while his mitzvahs create defending malachim who plead for him and find chusim. Who will be stronger? Which malach will be the better lawyer? Says the Chafetz Chaim, it depends on how difficult it was to overcome. The harder the challenge, the more mighty the malach created by overcoming it. Rabbi, we all know that Shmir Sinayim is a very hard nisayon. It's all over the place. It's a very strong Yetzer Hara. And sometimes we're tired to stay on guard. It's just so constant. It's everywhere we go. And sometimes we're not ready to look down. But during those times, we need to remember that every time we overcome, every time we control ourselves, every time we look down, especially when we're tired, especially when it's hard, especially after a long day of work, we are creating extremely powerful malachim to be there to protect us, to be our lawyers to defend us. That means if we look down a few times a day, after 120 years, we will have an army of the strongest defenders. Rabbi said we need to be strong. We all could do this. This is the best investment you could make. Good luck out there.